Hey, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by, of course, giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakakodash, Shalom. To you brothers, this was your sisters tuning in, listening, and learning. And Mashanakabah, Lahazaquim, Shar, which is given double honor to the elder apostles, great millstone, who rule well and teach well even unto this day. And just getting right into it, got a couple of precepts, because, these devils, and these heathen, they're about to go into captivity and they're about to suffer grievous and harsh torments, in the midst of the captivity for their judgment, because, they caused all these nations to drink of the cup. And now it's coming down to the time that Esau is about to receive his judgment. He's going to have to drink of the cup of the judgment of the Lord, the curses, you know. But this is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 18. It says, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire. Right. So yeah, the house of Jacob. Well, I'm gonna keep reading. It says, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. And this is representing the northern and southern tribes of Israel. And they're gonna be, the main ones, doing, executing the wrath of the Lord, in the midst of the kingdom, those captives, those heathen, starting with the elite of the nation of Edom, they're going to be, and you got some of the heathen as well, that's going to be like the first fruits of captivity, but because they're going to be the ones that's going to be, up in the bunkers, hiding. Scripture talking about the scriptures say, let the rocks fall upon us. They're talking about how these heathen is going to, get up in the bunkers. They gonna hide. Matter of fact, we can get a quick precept for that. This is Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 16. It says, behold, I will send for many fishes, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. Right. So that now the Lord has sent forth his mouthpiece, the fishers. What the Yahweh shall tell, the prophets. What did Yahweh shall tell, but also fishermen. What did Yahweh shall tell, his two of his some of his most famous disciples? He told them, you shall be fishers of men, we're paraphrasing. You can look up the scripture. All right. But it says that brought up the children of Israel from, I'm sorry, it says, behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord. And that's what the fishermen are doing. They're fishing for more of the flock. It says, and they shall fish them, and after will I send for many hunters, right? And so they're going to go from those Lord's men are going to go from fishermen, from being fishermen, fishers of men. Matter of fact, cause I keep quoting it. I'm gonna just keep quoting for the precept's sake. It's like it. But they're going to be fishers of men, but then they're going to go into being hunters. Um, it says and they shall, and those are two different tools. A fishing tool is different from a hunting tool. Now the Lord is going to make a transition in between the two, because right now the fishing that's coming from the men of the Lord come in a more peaceable state. We teach, what Yahweh Shai taught, of this, if this were my kingdom, my servants would fight. If this was the Lord's kingdom at this moment, we will be fighting for the kingdom physically. But Yahweh Shai's kingdom hasn't come yet. We're about to, that's going to be an everlasting kingdom. Right now, we still in captivity. All right. But, once again, the point being, those are two different tools. You have the fishing tool that was just, more of a peaceable type of tool, but when you go into hunting, that's more of a violent, warlike, tool, and there's going to be a transition between, the Lord, God have us up here in this captivity, and between, the Lord actually putting us in brand new bodies to where we're going to be indestructible. Death shall be defeated after that point. We're not going to be able to die. So, it's going to be a lot. The Lord is going to put his wrath in us. We're going to be using the wrath of the Lord to execute the judgments on the heathen. It says, Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them. For every mountain and from every mountain, right? Because once again, like the scripture say, let the rocks fall upon us. That's talking about these heathen going into these top banking heathens going into these bunkers, man, hiding after the missiles, you know. Because when you think about the owners of these banks, of these corporations in America, they don't live here, they don't stay here. They're those are those Amalekite Edomites that stay all the way over in the east, by the hometown Jerusalem, you know, um, in those areas, around those areas. They pull strings from the east, not the west. Those heathens are not here. Maybe they might visit or something, but that's not. You know what I'm saying? Um, Neither are their bunkers. Now you got a lot of these like these super famous, like the super famous, like they like, you know what I mean, like these celebrities, and they buying up these bunkers inside of America. But that's the Lord. The scripture talk about America being destroyed all the time. That's not going to work. Now these top bankers, they have bunkers outside of America. They don't do their bunkers here. All right. But that's all prophecy. That's all according to prophecy, because that's what they're going to hide in, when the time of the missiles come. Which I'm not going to get right into that for the sake of the time of the lesson. Lord's willing, I'll do that in the next lesson or something. But this, I'm going to keep reading this. Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 16. It says, and they shall fish them, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill, and out the holes of the rocks. Right, so you out of those caves, you know. Um, It says, for my eyes are upon all their ways; they are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from my eyes. And the Lord is going to use the chariots to navigate where they are. You're not going to be able to hide, man. You know, um, you're not going to be able to hide. The elites, they're going to be the first fruits of the heathen of the. It's like they're going to be the first fruits of captives in the kingdom. Remember, all the rest of the heathen gonna die. Well, all the rest of the Edomites gonna die here in America, because that's gonna be this is the great melt pot. The Lord's about to melt this place, to smithereens, man. Right. All right. Now this is Revelation chapter 18 verse 6. It says, "Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works." Right. So, what these heathen committed. What did she commit? This whore Babylon, this great whore, these heathen, these Edomites. What did they commit against the daughter of what did they commit against the nation of Israel? Right. Um, we're going up to about 500 years of captivity, man. And we still suffering oppression and wickedness. Now the Lord said, "Reward unto her double," because Esau is going to receive 1,000 years of captive years, man. You know, this is this is this is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 18. It says, "And the houses of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it." Right, that's a prophecy. You know, um, when you get in the NLT, it says there will be no survivors in Edom. I, the Lord, have spoken. So the nation of Esau is not even going to be a tribe after a while. You know, um, this is Isaiah chapter 38 and verse 18. It says, "For the grave," I'm sorry, 33. I'm looking for 33 and 18. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, and verse 18. Thine heart shall meditate terror. Where is the scribe? Where is the receiver? Where is he that counted the towers? Right. So, you know, our heart is gonna, meditate terror upon these heathen, man. We're gonna be we're the Lord have us thinking, or you might even, the Lord might got you thinking about like how you're gonna torment, these heathen, man. You know, Now we can't do nothing. We ain't got no might on this side, while we in this flesh, because these bodies are corruptible, But we, meditate in terror, man. You know, it says, "Where is he that counted the towers?" Is when you read in the NLT, it says, "You will think back to this time of error, of terror, asking, where is the Assyrian officers who counted the towers? Where is the bookkeepers who recorded the plunder taken from our fallen city?" Right? Yeah. So what happened to all these what happened to the officers of Edom? What happened to the councilmen, the judgment table of Edom? All of that is going to be gone, man. It's going to be those are going to be wastelands. And we're going to just be whooping Esau's ass, man. Um. Okay, this is Micah chapter 5, verse 15. This is It says, "And I will execute vengeance. I will execute vengeance and anger and in fury upon the heathen." Now, how is the Lord going to do this? Because once again, the Lord's not going to physically come down, even in the kingdom. The Lord's not going to physically come down to the earth and just punch an Edomite in the face. No, this is going to be order. The Lord is going to be using His men, to torment the heathen, and even us. Lord's going to be with those men. Even us, we're going to be sending forth taskmasters and heathen men, to have their way on the nation of Edom. You know, it says, and I will execute vengeance and anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard. Right. So the Lord is going to, do greater, miseries than what we can even think on the side. It says, such as they have not heard. So the Lord's gonna do some brutal things, man. The Lord's gonna do some extremely brutal things to these heathen, man. That's gonna be their judgment. For the judgments that they did against the nation of Israel, mainly. But even the blasphemies that they committed against the Heavenly Father. Calling the angels, little babies with diapers, and making mockery of them with the green man with the big giant eyes and big giant forehead and or like the big giant head. Like, come on now. These judgments have to be paid for, and you're continuously, just mocking and mocking the Lord. Eventually, something's gonna, something's gonna jam, or something's gonna pick. The Lord's gonna do His judgment, man. You know. It says, I will execute vengeance and anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard." When we read in NLT, "I will pour out my vengeance on all the nations that refuse to obey me." So yeah, the Lord is going to be doing heavy judgments. Using His men. Using His men. We're gonna get one more precept and close out. This is Revelation chapter 2 and verse 26. It says, "And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father." Right. So yeah, those men that endure to the end, the elect, they're gonna be, they're gonna rule with a rod of iron. Right. It says, as the vessels of a potter shall be, as a pot break when you drop a vessel of a pot, and it break. Pots, and pots ain't really, easily broken. But the Lord, we're going to have some extreme, rods, of torment, in the kingdom. Um, the scriptures say that in the book of Isaiah, that he shall make thee a new threshing instrument. Thou shalt beat against the mountain. I'm paraphrasing. In Isaiah chapter 40, the 40th chapters. Right? So the Lord is gonna really show his might and show his wrath on these heathen nations, man. You know, in our captivity, our pain of being oppressed and being tormented, whether it be physically or mentally, whatever case Esau can do to us, whatever Esau is allowed to do to it through the blessing of his sword, ours is going to be 10 times worse, man. You know, our blessing upon the heathen. But Lord's one is edifying the way episode. Shall give me spit to listen next time I say shalom, wa abad, babah, shalom.